You can't have your fuel if you buy it. How are you going to buy any fuel if you have it? That is kind of what the UK government is saying right now in this odd story coming out of there. So let's jump on in over to the article here. It's titled, UK Transport Minister adds fuel to the fire by saying there will be no petrol shortage if Brits just stop queuing at the petrol stations. In other words, if you quit buying gas, there will be no shortage. Okay. British Transport Minister Grant Shapps has urged Britons to behave normally and stop making a fuss over fuel by queuing at filling stations and buying up petrol. There's plenty of fuel. There's no shortage of the fuel within the country, the minister said, as quoted by Sky News. So the most important thing is actually that people carry on as they normally would and fill up their cars when they normally would. Then you won't have queues and you won't have shortages at the pump either, he added. Shapps also said that the country's authorities were stepping in to ease the shortage of haulage drivers by bringing fuel to petrol stations. The government announced plans to issue 5,000 three-month visas for drivers of fuel tankers and food lorries and 5,500 for poultry workers amid a severe labor crisis that has caused difficulties for several sectors, from supermarkets to fast food chains in recent months. Earlier this week, Shapps blamed the fuel issues on logistics problems, saying that the country has been plagued by the lack of lorry drivers, while UK refineries had plenty of petrol stockpiled. He also suggested that London might bring in the army to distribute fuel and other goods. How do you like that? By the way, lorry drivers are truck drivers over in the UK, for those over on this side of the pond that didn't know that. The fuel supply issues come amid a deepening gas crunch experienced by the UK over the past few weeks, with skyrocketing prices already pushing a lot of smaller energy enterprises out of business. So this situation over in the UK does not look like it's going to get any better. I think we're going to be starting to face a lot of these issues here in this country coming up very, very soon. Remember, ever since this entire shindig started, we have been like 2 to 4 weeks behind what goes on over there, over like in the UK. We have been about 2 to 4 weeks behind that. So I expect that you're going to see a lot of shortages pop up in this coming month here. I think you're going to see a lot of them. So anyway, get what you can now. Make sure you're the best prepared you can possibly be going into this. As always, shalom.